Hey guys, welcome to episode 10 of Shadowrun Returns. Looking for trouble. Shannon's plan is the best lead. You've got to find out more about the Ripper. But getting back into the warehouse is going to require some support. In case the dreck hits the fan, the Seamstresses Union will have exactly what you need. A fixer finding this necessary middleman and deal broker is key to most plans involving Shadowrunners. A good fixer is worth the union. It's their job to have the contacts and know who's good at what. And they'll put together the team you need. Magical support, skilled street samurai for muscle, or a Nova Hot Decker for matrix work. Running in the shadows is a life and death gamble. It pays to hire the best Shadowrunners you can. Now there's gonna be a lot of dialogue here, a lot of fucking dialogue. Cherry Bomb flags you down as you walk through the door. Hey Legohood, there's a woman looking for you, Jessica. She's waiting for you by the stage. Belova type. Wouldn't order anything. Won't touch anything. I think she's afraid of diseases or something. Thanks, Sherry. No charge, Shummer. Why is the bar so empty? We don't get much action in the early afternoon, just a few salarymen slumming Torresville and hoping to talk to Madam Sinful and some diehard regulars. Madam Sinful? That's what the downtown folks call Mrs. Kabuta. It's a Torresville thing. They like her to have a naughty name like that. Who's around? I just got in, but I think Coyote's cleaning the back bar. Mr. Delilah is hanging out in his usual place. The vendors downstairs came in a few minutes after me. Oh, and Bartlett's here. Don't think you met him yet. Who's Bartlett? John Bartlett, big presence at the end of the bar. He's in the biz. Connected, you might want to meet him. Is that guy still bothering you? Can you mean my ex Shane? Yeah. No, he hasn't been in since that last time. No calls or pages or handwritten notes either. Weird, he was so persistent. I guess he finally got the message. Maybe he'll find someone at that Universal Brotherhood of his and settle down. I'm gonna have a look around. Have fun. John Bartlett. Full of life with a quick smile, the man tilts his head and watches you approach. Hey guy, what's shaking? Have you looked around? There's a whole lot of shaking going on. I got something that might rock your world if you got time. I don't got time or money, Trummer. Maybe time is money. I'm listening. Have you ever hear of the Neperium network? Of course you have. An in the know guy like you has to have heard of the premier merc team out there, if you say so. Well, we're a tight unit. We cost a bit more than the common ramble, but we're worth it. Very busy, you know. Show me something worth my time or you walk away. Data from the NTSB Renraku would pay to keep it quiet, and heirs would pay to know what it is. I've got 800 million for something like that. Adequate Shadowrunner. I know you're double dip on this one. Make it 1,000. As long as you keep bringing in stuff like this, sure. Then we got Jessica. At a glance, you could tell that Sam's sister Jessica is from a different world, the opposite of Sam's in almost every way. Her suit is tailored, her eyes are sharp and hurt. Style excludes authority. Miss Waltz, Jessica Waltz. She eyes you up and down warily. She does a good job of hiding it, but it is clear that she is well outside of her comfort zone. Yes, and you are? Lughood, I'm looking into your brother Sam's death. I was told as much on the phone. A woman who called herself Coyote contacted me this morning to inform me that my brother was dead and that I should come in this place and speak to someone about an investigation. Sam didn't die of natural causes. He was murdered. She briefly casts her eyes skyward, then gives a small shake of her head. I wish I could say it's a shock, but given the circles he ran in, Sam hadn't run the shadows in years. If you say, but even so, look at this place, these people, and you. She then furrows her brow, regarding you more critically. You're not with the police, are you? Figured that out all by yourself? She scowls an ugly expression on an otherwise pretty face. This is just what I'm worried about. Such an attitude could jeopardize any real shot of solving this case. Surely there is an official police investigation going on. Why not let the professionals handle this? Lone Star professionals, not what I've seen. But you must have better things to do than waste your time searching for whoever killed my low-life brother. We low-lives have to stick together. Besides, I'm not doing it for free. Someone's paying you. I find it hard to believe that anyone who really knew Sam would put up the money. Who is it? Sam, he hired me from beyond the grave. I don't understand. It's called a dead man switch. It's triggered when he died. It's also the name of the campaign I'm playing. Am I to believe that my drunken sod of a brother hired you to find the person who killed him? After he died, her broad room mask drops momentarily, and in a sigh, she reveals a brief glimpse of real emotion. I left Seattle to get away from Sam and his bullshit. Now I'm back, he's dead, and I still have to deal with him. Jessica composes herself, and in a breath, the mask is back in place. Listen to me, Legohood. You seem like a decent person, but I'm trying to move on with my life. Our mother killed herself last year, and Sam was Sam. You know, I've worked so hard to put my family issues behind me. I don't want to see this drag on. I'm closing in. I can feel it. I would love nothing more than to get you closer quickly. I appreciate that, but I think I'd prefer to just it be no one else needs to get hurt. Sam's paying $100,000. Can you beat it? No, just like everything else with Sam, he finds a way to use people whether he's dead or alive. No, I don't have that kind of money. She sighs. She's done. Never mind. I can see that you are not going to let this go, and I respect that you are honoring my brother's memory in your own way, but I hope you can understand how emotional this is for me. Jessica's demeanor instantly changes from reluctant to helpful in the span of a single meditative breath. Maybe we can do things in a way that the police can't, and maybe I can help. What do you need from me? What was the last time you saw or spoke with Sam? It's been ages. I can't even remember. The bartender here recalls Sam complaining about arguments with his sister. I don't know what to say. Maybe he dwelled on the past when he was in his cups. He certainly argued enough when we were younger. Where were you on the night of Sam's murder? I will overlook the implied accusation and tell you that I was at a fundraiser all evening, a very crowded fundraiser. Does Sam have any enemies? Sam's biggest enemy was Sam. I don't know of any others. You would likely know better than me these days. Were you and your brother close? I think I've made my feelings about Sam pretty clear, don't you? You don't seem to care whether his killer faces justice. Of course I want justice. I just can't let him drag me down again. Show her the picture of her and Sam as children. Jessica takes the photo from you guardedly as if it might sting her, but the guard drops the moment she looks at it. Where did you find this? Sam's bunk. I can't believe he kept this. It was one of the few possessions he had. She studies the old photo for several silent moments. What happened between the two of you? Things were different back then. We were different. We were a family. Then after our father died, things began to change and we couldn't get back to a new normal. With our dad around, there was always a reassuring order to our lives, but after everything got mixed up, you can never really appreciate the importance of a person in your life until they're gone. The remorse plays wet across her eyes, and it seems that she's not just talking about her family. Jessica then steers herself to tell the rest. Sam tried to be the man of the house. He truly did, but he couldn't handle it, and pretty soon he had spent every dime of our father's life insurance. Every dime after that was gone. With Mom working 2 or 3 jobs, he spent all her money too. I couldn't stand the way he abused her trust, so finally I just had to leave. She holds the photo forward, the one part of her ready to relinquish it along with the past, and another looking to hold on to both. May I keep this? Sorry, it's evidence. But I alright. She hands it back. Tell me about your mother and her death. She was a devout Catholic. I don't think it's an exaggeration to say that she sacrificed her life for Sam and me, but she turned a blind eye to what Sam was becoming and refused to acknowledge his downward slide. I couldn't watch her do it anymore, so I moved out. After I left, we drifted farther and farther apart. I wasn't here when she died. In fact, I didn't even know about it until I returned to Seattle 5 months ago. Where were you living before you moved back? Call free. What brought you down there? I think that was like supposed to be California. Yeah. It was less of what brought me there than what made me leave here. I felt lost in Seattle, so I moved to California just to see if I could find myself. And did you? Actually, yes. While I was there, I developed a whole new outlook on life, a vision for what the world could become, and I came back here to help make it happen. I've taken up enough of your time. Thank you, Miss Waltz. Just as well, I need to get back to the office. But before I go, you should know that I'm reinterring my mother's body tomorrow, and I'm rearranging to have Sam buried with her. The funeral is tomorrow at Our Lady of the Blessed Sacrament, 7 o'clock. You're more than welcome to attend. Thanks. Goodbye, Lego Hood. I hope you find what you're looking for. Stay safe. When Kairi sees you, her eyes glisten with gratitude. There he is, the elf of the hour. How's Gino doing? Let us say he's pretty burnt, malnourished, and dehydrated too. Paco's taking care of him. He's got friends who know about that kind of thing. She smiles. He's a good man, that Paco. The world looks pretty different to me now that I've got Gino back. What happens now? Now I'm gonna finish my shift and get some sleep. I think I'm due for some after that. Probably buy some ammo. I'm running low. See you around. And don't forget about me if you need some backup of your own. Guys, see you well, like Hood, and you, Mr. Clough, holding down the fort. As always, though, people are more on edge than usual. Word got around about that latest Ripper killing, and people aren't feeling safe. And when people feel unsafe, they either go to ground or they hurdle up. Do you notice how empty the streets are these days? That's because everyone's either locked in their squats, holed up in places like this, or seeking refuge in the nearest Universal Brotherhood chapter house. Safety in numbers, chummer. Not that we need numbers here. I got it covered. I bet you do. See you later, Mr. Clove. Later. Finally, Mr. Delano. If you are talking to me, there is business to transcribe. Am I right? Of course you're right. It's your job to be right. This is correct. You are a smart guy. What can I do for you, smart guy? I need to put a crew together. You got scratch, or are you planning to pay me out of your earnings? I can pay the runners up front. Excellent. We agree on terms. I've got some runners on call if you've got any special requests. Yeah, I'm ready to go. Let's see them. Alright, so that thing that one guy was talking about, it's called an Imperium Network. This is pretty much all the better Shadowrunners, but they're more expensive. And over here are the least expensive Shadowrunners. They're not that good, but they'll still get the job done. We're gonna hire the Ray Quidari, the human assassin, and Tissine something. Okay, continue. Hire these runners and meet Shannon at the NTSB warehouse. Yeah. You return to the docks to meet Shannon, half Sky. Although the Ripper's latest victim was her brother, but Shannon appears cool and professional, a consummate runner by birth, if not by trade. She'll get the job done, and hopefully one of the hearth spirits in the place can point you towards the Ripper. Dealing with spirits can be tricky business, but when they deliver, it's pure platinum. One doesn't have to be a Amerindian shaman to summon and control spirits. Anyone with magic talent can do it, but Shannon seems to have a particular connection to the spirit world. As you approach the gate, you know something's not right. The docks are already strange and uncomfortable at night. Trigger the need for caution. Then you see it, the guards are missing and the gate's been smashed in. One final checklist. About time you showed up. Looks like we weren't the only ones who wanted to make advantage of the situation. A bunch of mercs have locked down the area. I don't think they're here for us, though my guess is there's something worth a bit of coin left in that warehouse. Shouldn't be much of a problem. What was for Lone Star? They're all dead. Hope you're a better shot than they are. Turns out the Lone Star police are dead. Sadly. You there. This block is off limits. We've got a gas leak on the docks here. No loitering. This guy doesn't look like one of the hired mercenaries. Hey, are you even listening? Get out of here. Damn, kid. Did you have... really, guy? They aren't paying you enough, especially not once Lone Star sends a response team. Frag, I knew she was lying. Told me that you jammed all the Lone Star channels. Damn it, I'm out. Fan out and secure the area. Alright team, let's kick some ass. Yo, I'm really digging the pinching mechanic in this game. As soon as the last merc hits the ground, the dogs become eerily silent. Looks like the key to get to the warehouse. You head inside the darkened warehouse with Sharon. Her eyes have that far-off gaze associated with looking into the astral plane. When the world changed, the Native American tribes made a resurgence as well, demanding a place in the New World. They got it. The Salish Shidhi Council now represents 8.6 million Emir Indians across a multitude of tribes. Salish, Makah, Sinsarak, and others. They have adapted to the awakening better than other nations. Thanks to a deeper connection to the world, both physical and spiritual, you can see that connection alive in Shannon now. You notice the shift in her focus as she returns to the present. She nods to you. She can sense the spirits in this place. Now you just need to find them. Man, he missed. Oh, well, 3 turns too. That's good. Oh my god, one punch and he died. That's sick. Ah! 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 Alright, they're all dead. Ooh, he died. Buddy said goodbye. I will now summon the spirit. Alright, this should be like the last bit of dialogue. The air grows cold, and the spirits of dead children coalesce from the vapor of your breath. Their cherubic faces are burnt, and their lips quiver as they are about to cry. But their eyes are round and vacant, and their glare at you now unblinking. We are the innocents who have perished in the flame, choking on smoke, as we fell from the sky, crying for our mothers. You bring anchors to your world, which was once home to us. We will use them to testify. Show the first magical fetish to the spirits. We no longer see the world of flesh seeker, only the essence and auras of living things. Words may echo through the veil, and sometimes we may hear them. Last night, this place was filled with a scream that went on, drawing us to it. It was a man crying out for witness as he died. And so we came to bear witness, but fled in terror before the malevolent spirit that profaned the man's remains. The spirit was other. It was not of this place. It had twisted its way through the veil and through the dark to come here. So the second magical fetish. When the other had gone and we returned to our vehicle, we found two creatures of flesh. One you would call an elf, unsullied by technology and able to channel the energies of the cosmos, yet his spirit was corrupted from within. He was dark and twisted, yet not like the other, so we did not flee. The second we knew to be a troll. Ribbons of his essence had been flayed from him, leaving cold machinery behind. His aura was the aura of one simple and confused. Between elf and troll lay the remains of the man whose sister now chants to us for justice. The elf has essence, remains of this place where the man died. Something had been left behind, a small part of him perhaps. Spirit, can you tell us any more? The spirits begin to fade, all but the one. Its eyes harden and it takes full measure of you, as if to comment everything about memory. No, we must not stay. The spirit's gone. The young shaman releases her hold on the magical tether, connecting her to the other realm. She rears from the black ledge, or perhaps from the emotional toll of something. Her brother's last moments. They saw him. They were him when he died. You all right? So let me tell you. So if I didn't choose that one option, just like I think what would happen is, see, there are 3 magical fetishes that I was able to show the ghost, the spirit, and I'm able to find them from just searching through the room. If I didn't find the third one, I would have had gotten the option that I just chose. But since if I hadn't clicked that option and clicked the third fetish, it would go to like a little clip that's showing the two people, the troll and the elf that are talking. She takes a series of controlled breaths, only shuddering with the first few. No, but I will be. I don't want that for him, not what those poor souls have endured. My brother deserves to be free. He will be once we find his killer. Yes, the elf and the troll. We have to find that piece of the elf the spirit spoke of. It's our best hope of stopping this. Blood. This is what the spirits wanted us to find. The piece of my brother's killer. It's not much, but it's enough. She scrolls at it, looking every bit like she intends to reach through a small sample and dismember its owner from afar, and perhaps she can. Is that enough to target a spell? All I need is a drop and adequate time, but I'm still feeling quite drained. I'll need to rest before I can try anything so involved. When I'm able, I'll consume with bear, consult spirits, and do what must be done. But in the meantime, you must take some portion of the sample to pursue a more conventional avenue of attack. I have some friends who might be able to help. Good. Let me know if you learn anything about this elf and troll pair. And should you find them, I want to be there when they are brought low. I want to see the light leave their eyes for my brother. I'll see what I can do. Okay. That's the end of this episode. Thanks for watching, everybody. Yeah.